Have the 22 of Bernie Whalen. So we're missing John Brown at the moment. He's got less than 30 seconds to make it to the track. The pit marshals still have the gates open, giving him to the last second, but his time runs out when it meets 2 minutes. So he's under 20 seconds. It doesn't look as though John Brown's going to make it onto the track for Heat 3 of the ISP Masters Super Sedan Series Round 2. Close the gate, says the Chief Marshal. Brownie's not going to make it, and that's it. And now they'll pack up and we'll have a start in Heat 3. Reduced to 8 cars, 8 laps. The time to keep in mind here when we have a look at records, the 8 laps is held by Ron Pine, set in 1990, on the 6th of October of 2 minutes 11.034. 22 of Bernie Whalen on his outside, the 11 of Darryl Farrelly. They pack up now. McEwen looking for a real big start here. He's not going to be content with sitting way back there. They've let him go. And Farrelly jumps straight into the lead on the outside. Or no, he hasn't. Whalen hanging on to the lead. Good battle up front. McEwen squeezing through a couple of cars, relegating Pine to the rear of the field. Now, Pine's not going to like it back there, and he comes back charging hard. Crashes straight into the 10 of Bruce Gillen. That'll be interesting to see what happens here. Pine was dirty being relegated to the rear of the field. He was going to get through the field as quick as he could any way he could. That'll be very interesting to see what happens here.
Well, I've got the earphones on, Mike, and the Chief Steward has instructed Ron Pine to the rear of the field.
So the crowd are pretty happy with that decision already. Now, I know that it is a Holden, Ross. It is a GMH vehicle, but we can come back from there. Come on, Ronnie, lift your game, lad. He likes to come from the rear anyway, Ross.
Ron Pine.
A bit of a bronze cheer for the crowd too, Ronnie.
Not a very happy chappy at the moment. In fact, he's a little crappy.
Oh.
He's gone to the tail of the field.
Like Colin Farr. Restarts. Gillen and Farrelly. Kenny Johnson on his outside. Neil Wasson. 8 very, very quick drivers. Heat 3 of the ISP. Restart. The line looks good. The green's down and away they go. Now Bob Brewer's trying to sneak through on Kenny Johnson down low but couldn't do so. On the outside, Neil Wasson making it interesting. Pine trying to force his way through again. McEwen looking for a little hole through. Brewer balks him, and McEwen had to check. But out front, it's Farrelly from Whalen. In Johnson. Brewer's now moved up to third. Right behind him, Dom McEwen. Battle in 2 here because they are joint leaders of the ISP series. McEwen gets through now. Brewer probably not finding the line that he would desire at this stage. But this is going to settle down to a good battle. We've got 6 to go. Now can McEwen and also Brewer close the gap on Farrelly and Whalen. Farrelly's really skipped out at this stage. Whalen's under siege from Brewer and McEwen. Pine's up into 5th position. Something's got to miss with Johnny McEwen. McEwen, misfire. Back in the firing line once again, but he lost valuable ground and won't figure in this finish. Farrelly's in the front. Whalen hanging on to 2nd from Brewer. Now Pine's come from the clouds to grab 4th position. McEwen immediately moves back to 5th from Johnson and finding everything as far as keeping it straight is Gillen. Farrelly now with an enormous lead. Whalen under siege from Brewer. Pine trying to close the gap with 3 to go. But I think they're going to find it very, very hard to close on Farrelly. Although Brewer's free now. Whalen's holding up Pine. McEwen's right behind Pine. Farrelly's still got a very, very big lead indeed. And I don't think they can get him from there. Farrelly and McEwen gives Ron Pine a real shove in the rear, saying that's 1-all. The Commodore looking worse for wear. Farrelly's got a straight lead from Brewer as he comes down to get the white flag. Whalen, Pine now through into 3rd position. McEwen trying to go with him. Pine gives Whalen a bit of a nudge. McEwen gets through too. Good battle here for the Miners, but take nothing away from our race leader, Darryl Farrelly. He's been untroubled out in front, and the 11 Darryl Farrelly will get the checkered flag. Bobby Brewer will be second, and they're not letting up. Pine and McEwen. Have a look at Pine's car. That's a Commodore, but still going strong. Pine in third, McEwen fourth. Then it's back to the 22 of Wayland. Then we go back to Kenny Johnson, and rounding out the field is Bruce Gillen. But what a race!
3 Alan Baker. Here we are, Falcon fans. Watch Baker. He did it last time. Can he make it 2 in a row? Not a problem. 99 Lindsay Cornwall. 8 Barry Lee. And the Sydney 55 of Lindsay Barnes.
Lindsay Cornwall obviously wasn't too happy with his first heat drive. He's put the for sale sign out.
I'm getting out of here, he said. Stewie Robbo will be hard to beat here in car number 4 on the pole position. There's the green flag to send them away. Robertson on the inside, Mick Hickey on the outside. Bajent's down low, he's pushed up into second place. Peter Garrett gets out of the pack, gets up into third, and Alan Baker goes up into fourth. They're the 4 hot shots. They're the ones to watch. They're clear of the pack early, and Stu Robertson setting the pace. Max Bajent right behind him. Got a loose guard. Right-hand front guard of Max Bajent's has worked loose, and that'll provide just a little bit of a handicap for him because the wind as it rips through that will make it hard to handle, I'd say. Just see that front guard flapping away there. And that'll make that car a little hard to handle. 5, Peter Garrett is running third. Alan Baker in 4th spot. Baker pushing up on the inside of Garrett. Baker wants 3rd place. Garrett doesn't want to give it to him. And we're going to race in 2 at the moment. Up front, the 4 car of Stu Robertson, the 83 car of Max Bajent. There's Alan Baker through on Peter Garrett. What a super passing move that was. Did you see that? He caught him beautifully in turn 1. And now here's Max Bajent trying to pull the passing move on Stu Robertson. But Baker is out and he's hot to trot. Oh, Bajent's got crossed up. He's made a boo-boo. Going up on the outside, Baker was forced to back off when Bajent came right back in his path. And he's going to cop a caution flag for that too, Max Bajent, with Baker coming up on the inside of him, and he's climbing all over him at the moment, Baker. He wants out of there to get out after Stu Robertson. And up on the inside of him he goes now. Robertson the leader. Bajent holding on to 2nd spot. Then in 3rd place is Alan Baker, followed by Peter Garrett. Then a gap back to Mick Hickey and Barry Lee. Only a lap and a half away from home. Stu Robertson the leader, but look at the dice between the 2 yellow cars, the 83 of Bajent and the 3 of Alan Baker. Baker just can't get him at the moment, try as he may. Bajent's down tight and low, the car's handling superbly. Baker's got that extra bit of power, but he can't quite get to him. Robertson comes down to take the checkered flag. Stu Robertson is first. Baker makes the dive, but Bajent didn't quite get him. Baker was 3rd, then the 5 of Peter Garrett, followed by the 8 of Barry Lee and the 55 of Michael Hickey with the 99 of Lindsay Cornwall, the next car home.